Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Ooh, sticky. Let's get into it. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers is from 1990. It lasts about an hour and 40 minutes. And the title, The Revenge of Michael Myers, isn't actually on screen in the movie. It's only on the poster. Oh really? Yeah, did not notice? No. Anyway, quick synopsis is Michael Myers is back again. He's out for revenge on members of his own family. The whole time he's also been pursued by Dr. Loomis. Do you want to give a brief synopsis? Yeah, crazy guy in an ass wants to kill his niece. What? He's like immortal? What is going on? Well, that's Michael Myers. Halloween 5 opens with the end of Halloween 4. I wondered what was going on, because you see this dunny dressed up as Michael Myers being hit by a car. No, yeah, that's supposed to be Michael Myers. It's clearly a dunny. And then it's shot like 300,000 times. It nasty dead. You would think so, but within minutes we see Michael Myers crawling away downstream, making his escape. Yeah, the cops that shot him a million times didn't bother to go and get his body, or go and check that he's definitely dead, or go and blow his head off. That would have probably worked. Yeah, instead he goes to this old shack where there's this like old guy living with a turret. That turret and that's coming into play later. Yeah, nope. No. So the old guy who's living in a shack. So the old guy gives Michael Myers shelter, and Michael Myers repays him diner drinking. Yeah. Now it turns out Michael Myers' niece, Jamie, is in a children's psychiatric hospital. And when we meet her, she's in bed, she's having a nightmare. Yeah, then she wakes up and she's still having a nightmare. It's visions. It turns out she can see what Michael Myers is doing.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Somehow. What is this now? Wait, before I get any further, what is the whole Halloween thing? The whole Halloween thing. Well, in the first Halloween movie, Michael Myers is a little boy who murders his parents. What? And then he's locked up until he's about 18 or 19 or 20 or 50. I don't know. But he escapes anyway. And he goes looking for revenge on the townspeople. Revenge for what? He targets a young woman, Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, right? Then Halloween 2, he's on the hunt for her again, and it turns out she's his half-sister or step-sister or something like that. Right? What about Halloween 3? Halloween 3 is nothing to do with Halloween 1 or 2. What? It's about a toy company. What? And a cop trying to stop them. What? We will watch it. Really? Yeah. It's something else. Halloween 4? Halloween 4 back to Michael Myers. This is where we meet Jamie, his niece. Anyway, Halloween 5. So wait, so he's like, is he a monster? Is he like a creature back from the dead? No, I think he's just a guy that he gets killed so many times and survives. Yeah, I know.
It's no sense!
Now, Jamie is under the care of Dr. Loomis, who looked after Michael Myers his whole life. And every time Jamie has a freak out, Loomis questions her about what she sees, what she's seeing, what's Michael doing. Yeah, and he's right in her face. And she's mute, she doesn't speak. And then suddenly we cut to the next morning. Jamie's in hospital all cool and relaxed. And then her stepsister and her friend come over. Yeah, Rachel and Tina, and they're like 17 or something. They come over to give her a little dress because because the hospital's holding a little party that night. Yes, her Halloween is called the Godlin Costume Doll. They also bring along the family dog, Max. Yeah, turn Max. This dog does not do well. Dogs don't do well in the Halloween universe. Oh my goodness. But after a few smiles, a few hugs, the older girls leave, they take the dog, and Rachel and Max return home. Tina goes back to her house, and they're all going to get ready for their own Halloween party.
It's going to be great.
While Rachel is in the shower, she hears Max in the backyard barking. Yeah, he's going crazy. They cut to the hospital, and Janie is freaking out, and Dr. Loomis is like, what is it? Tell me, write it down, draw it, do something. So most of the kids in the hospital are making a big collage for the fancy dress ball they're having. And Jamie goes and graffitis it by drawing a massive barking dog on it. Yeah, and Dr. Loomis is like, oh, she means Max. So he calls Rachel. Rachel comes rushing out of the shower, answers the phone, and Dr. Loomis is like, get out of the house, get out of the house. Something's happening, Jamie's having visions. Yeah, she just goes out into the street in a towel and takes Nax. Then Nax runs away. And nothing happens. These two cops appear, these two idiots.
That's a job.
And we love it.
They're sort of bumbling cops. They come along, they found the dog, they check the house, there's no one around. It's all good, nothing to worry about. So everyone leaves, she goes back inside to get ready, Nax goes back to the backyard, and then Nax is taken out. And then Rachel is also taken out. Yeah. I thought you said the Halloween movies are great. The first one's great, the second one's pretty good. There are a few good ones, not this one. It's not that bad. It's dire. And the acting is something else. Crazy. It's like... It's as if they gathered up the cast of Troll 2 to make this. Not quite. Tina and another friend, Sammy, arrive at Rachel's house. There's no sign of Rachel, no sign of the dog. And they're not bothered. They're just like, can you believe they've got this place to ourselves for the whole 2 days? Wow. That's all they care about. They decide to go out and meet Tina's boyfriend, who's a T-Dard from Greece. He's a bit of a greaser type guy. He's in a big cool car and he's got his hair slicked back. Hey, Zuko! Right. This is Mike, and Mike's pride and joy as his car. Mike's going to meet Sanny's boyfriend, right? And Sanny's boyfriend, Spitz. He puts his hand on the car and Mike goes crazy. Get your hand off my car! Now the girls go home to get more ready for the night out, and Spitz goes into the store. He's going to get beer and cigarettes for them. Yeah, Mike stays outside in his car, and someone puts a big meat hook on the car and scratches the paintwork. And Mike's like, hey, Duster, what you see again? And it's Michael Myers, and he stabs him in the head. Yeah. I mean, I think you're taking the drama out of these kills a little bit. Nope. This movie is made for TV trash. It's not made for TV. Feels like it. That night, the Goblin Ball is in full swing. Yeah, Janie's having a great time. This little kid, Dilly, he loves her. they're just little friends. But while that's happening, Tina is picked up by who she thinks is Mike. I don't know where Spitz thinks Mike went to because he must have come out and the car was gone. And possibly the blood. I don't know. But anyway, Mike picks up Tina. Tina gets in the car. Mike's wearing this hideous mask. Yeah, it's not Michael Myers' mask. It's Michael Myers wearing his mask under another mask. And Tina's all about, oh, I can't believe you're giving me the silent treatment and all this stuff. Yeah, and then she says, can you take me for cigarettes? Start at this gas store. And he does. I guess he wants to make her think it's her boyfriend. What kind of killer is he? He had her. He could just kill her. What are you doing? Letting her start at a cigarette store? So...
He's an idiot. He's always been an idiot.
As she goes into the store, we see at the hospital, Jamie is having visions again. Yeah, right, this is rubbish. Because Janie's like, and Loomis is right in her face again, like, what's going on? What is it? What do you see? Tell me. And Janie just starts uttering words. That's right, for the first time. She's like, store, warning, dig, warning. And she said as if she's never spoken to Thor. Yeah, well, I think she's been mute for a number of years. Yeah, like the next scene she's talking normally, like she's eating a dictionary. So Jamie does say a couple of things which tells Loomis and the local cops where Tina is and that she's in danger. Yeah, wait a minute. She says store, she says dig winning, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what store that is. What? The cops arrive before Tina's even out the store. They pick up Tina and Tina sees, oh, Mike's car's gone. Oh, I can't believe he left me. Okay, I'll go with you cops. So the cops take her to the hospital and she's happy to see Jamie. Yeah, and she's delighted Janie speaks. She's the only one that makes any kind of fuss about it. Yeah.
And that's a big deal. This is a big deal.
And then she instantly leaves. Dr. Loomis says, stop her. The cops, the two idiots from earlier, they're like, oh, well, she hasn't done anything wrong. You can't stop her. Yeah, and then Dr. Loomis says, well, at least follow her. And they say, anything for you, Doc. Obviously not anything, you could have stopped her. Well, they start to follow her, but then she says, well, if you're going to follow me, can you at least give me a lift to the party? So they do. Yeah, and Janie's little boyfriend, Dilly, he overhears this. So he knows where she's heading. Also, at some point during this day, You see a dust starting Haddonfield, and this guy gets out. You only see his feet. These cool cowboy dudes. Yeah. Yeah, good point. We should have probably mentioned that before now. But it'll come back into play later. Kind of. Jamie knows Tina is still in trouble, so she escapes from the party, from the hospital. Yeah, Dilly goes with her because he knows where the party is. So they start running across fields, and she's talking amazingly well for someone who 2 seconds ago is like, oh, none. We cut to the party. It's a big old farmhouse, and there's a barn outside, so people go out there to make out. Yeah, and Stitz and Sanny go out there, and they're getting it on. Stitz gets a garden fork through his deck. Yes, he does. And then Sammy manages to get the garden fork, tries to stab the murderer, Michael Myers, with it, but he just takes off her and kills her easily. Nice try. Eventually, Tina comes into the barn to look for her friends, and yeah, and the first thing she says is, come on, I want to go skinny dipping, let's go. What? A, it's October. 2, it's the middle of nowhere, the middle of night, and there's a murderer about, you know this? I don't know if she knows this. She should. But she finds 2 dead bodies. Yeah, so she runs outside to the cop car, because the cop car has sat there. He's like, these 2 idiots are keeping watch all night. Yeah, she runs to the cop car, and these 2 idiots are dead. There is another car there, and Michael Myers is driving it, and he starts chasing her, trying to run her down. But then the kids appear, and Janie distracts Michael and says, come get me, it's me you want, it's me you want. Which it is, yeah. So Michael turns his attention to her, starts driving towards her. She manages to get away, jumping over logs and round trees and all this. Eventually the car crashes, and the kids and Tina catch up with each other and start celebrating. But there's 20 minutes so they know they left. They're celebrating a bit too early. Yeah. So Michael Myers appears, obviously. Okay, it's not that obvious. It's obvious. He appears and he pulls out a knife and he's going to stab Janie. And then Tina jumps in the way and takes the knife into her body. She's dead. She saves Jamie's life, but at the cost of her own. Oh dear. Happy Halloween! Jamie and Billy run off deeper into the woods, and they're glad that, don't worry, it's Dr. Loomis. For some reason, he's appeared in the woods, along with 1,000 police officers. Yeah, it seems like the entire police force has just appeared. Loomis stands in front of the forest and starts speaking to Michael. Go home, Michael, we'll be waiting for you there. Meaning, go back to the house he grew up in. We'll be there waiting. See you soon. Love. So he takes Jamie to Michael Myers' old house.
And that's not a good idea.
There are cops hiding out all around the perimeter. Noisily, yeah.
We may not be able to see you, Sheriff, but we can all certainly hear you.
But within seconds, the cops are pulled away to an alert somewhere else in town. So there's only one cop left, and he's in the dead room with Janie and Loomis. And then Loomis decides, right, I'm going to steal your key and lock you in here. So he locks the cop and the girl in the dead room while he goes through the house looking for Michael Myers. He finds him on the staircase and he speaks to him for ages. Oh, just shoot him. Yeah, he doesn't shoot him. He speaks to him, tries to reason with him, and then gets close to him. Yeah, and then Michael Myers just like slashes him with his knife and shoves him down the stairs. Yeah, he pushes him through the banister. Jamie and the cop are locked in this room. They hear what's going on outside. They decide, we better get out of here. Yeah, so they start to climb out the window, right? And then the cop's like, oh, too slow. I can't get out. And Michael Myers bursts in the room. Janie runs off, and the cop is halfway in, halfway out the window. Yeah, Jamie's dodged past them, and she's ran downstairs. Yeah, and the cop, Michael Myers, puts the curtain rope around his neck and hangs him. Yeah. Jamie finds a bedroom, runs into it, and finds a laundry chute in this room. So she gets in it. Michael Myers comes in, and she lets go and slides down it, whee, with a hard landing at the bottom. Ow. And then Michael Myers makes his way down to the cellar where the laundry chute ends. Yeah, in a second. As soon as she lands, he's already there. How fast can he move?
Whole thing's a bit silly.
But it's pretty impressive. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay. And then he just starts stabbing through the chute, trying to stab this little girl. Yeah. He cuts her leg, but she manages to dodge the blade. Manages to climb up the laundry chute. How strong is she? I don't know, but then Michael Myers also climbs inside the chute and also climb up. How strong is he? And how skinny is he? Because she barely fits.
That's a good point.
And he's like 3 times her size. They both end up in the attic. Yeah, and well, Rachel's there, dead. That's true. And there's also a coffin. Yeah, I thought it was a bed, but I think it's a coffin that Jamie lies in. Just the right size for her as well. It's a bit weird. But she lies in this coffin thing and then waits for Michael Myers. He appears and he's about to kill her. Yeah, and then she says, "Oh, Uncle, you're just like me, Uncle."
Uncle? Boogeyman?
"Show me your face. We're just like each other." And he does. He takes his mask off and shows her. It lasts about 3 seconds and then he tries to kill her again. She runs off. She makes it out into the staircase. Yeah, and then Dr. Loomis is there. He's fine. He's fine. And he grabs her. And he says, "Michael, come and get her. Come and get her, Michael." And then he traps Michael Myers. Yeah, he traps him by dropping a net made of solid chain onto him. Where did he get that? I don't know. Michael falls to the ground. Yeah, and then Dr. Loomis just starts beating him up with a plank of wood. Just keeps hitting him. Yeah, and that's how he's captured. This is the worst way to capture that guy in any movie, in any horror movie. Terrible. Just hitting him with a big stick. Dr. Loomis just keeps hitting Michael Myers until he can hit no more and he collapses on top of him. Is he dead? I don't know. It seems like he is, but with these movies, who knows? These movies are terrible. So the cops arrive, they take Michael Myers away, put him in a holding cell at the local station, ready to take him back to maximum security. And they're like, "Right, Janie, come, we'll get you back to the hospital. We'll get you back to the children's hospital." She gets into the cop car, and then the entire police station is on fire. The cop rushes out the car, back into the station, and sees all the other cops are dead. Yeah, and they see that guy with the dits, the cowboy dits. Guess who it is? Keep guessing, because I don't know. It never reveals it, it just shows you his dits. And it shows that Michael's cell door has been ripped off its hinges, and Michael is gone. Yeah, Jamie goes back in, she sees this, and she just says, "No, no!" And that's the end. Yeah. So that was your first Halloween movie. Yeah, absolute trash. I'd rather not watch any more. Maybe 3. We'll watch 3. We should watch the first one though. Is Michael Myers in it? Yep. I'd rather not. It's a bit rubbish. No. Trust me, the first one's much better. I mean, Michael Myers is a bit of an iconic horror character, really. Yes. He's rubbish. He's no rubbish. Anyway, trivia. Go for it. Donald Pleasance, who plays Dr. Loomis, right? He only filmed for 2 weeks in this movie, and when he was finished, he gave his large trailer to Danielle Harris, because she only had a small one. Alright, that's pretty nice. Yeah, well, not really, he wasn't using it anymore. I suppose. He's made out like a hero here. It's a joke. He didn't need it, he's gone home. Okay, any more trivia? Yeah. Don Shanks played the man of the cowboy dits. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know. He doesn't know. None of the cast, the writers, the producers, the directors, none of them actually know who this character is supposed to be. Oh. Also though, Don Shanks also played Michael Myers. Alright, that's cool. So he played both parts. Yeah, it's not exactly special though. No. Anymore? Yeah, this is the second Halloween movie where Michael Myers kills on 30th October. Normally, it's just on the 31st. Halloween. I see. Yeah. Let us know what you think of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Hit like, hit subscribe. I say that. Oh, sorry. Hit like, hit subscribe. Watch another video. We'll see you next time. Happy Halloween!